be venturing on foot today. Should yeah, I don't be careful. The word done is how it happens. That's for a moment. Alright, nerd. I'm just you're not a nerd. You're a good person. We're being asked to words of like that. After all these years, your tales are finally people to see the heroes they are. Our great hero, you're too well surprised to see him, I think. At the time, there was not something that we could tell, but I see the effects of his words around me, and then the stars rain down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. The kinetic motion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude. So here I am. Thank Kaiser for giving us truth to restoring the warriors of light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps visit which the kind of community written, I'll be more willing to serve as a scribe if there's anything I can do to help. I beg your pardon, you wish for light? Forgive me, I dare say you already know more about them than a soul, save for Albert himself, of course, unless you prefer the word of light. Well, I'm able to visit in a small way. I shall return to the cabinet once more and look up the relevant text. Pray join me. Alright. The righteous is what seems. I'll tell me again, as I bid you a pleasant day. I have a moment to finish gathering the material for our lesson. As a reference of word I shall with a permanent focus upon details of it relevant. Oh hell, I got friends. Word light you shall forget. Right? If we're already hearing it. We've been keeping over the Crusade, but it appears the business as usual. I thought some time brushing on knowledge or familiar with Alpha will volunteer to help. I actually came for a different errand. I'd be interested in hearing about the Warrior of Light as well. May I join you? Of course, the more the merrier. If you would care to find a table, I shall be down with a book in a moment. When a reporter on history, one must note the frequent of occurrence in individual held as the word of light. Harper and his comments required no introduction, but many others bore epic to long before them. Named they were Twilight, the legendary first king of Lakeland, god of a scholar, and the fabled Dora and Gajan, duo of Valbert. And no verdict history were complete without the Archmage Iron. In older text, she too was called the Word of Light. Fiona. You'd be surprised how I really not forgot the negative association of the little, but it makes sense it's been around for centuries. It has passed, it's simply a synonym for heroes. And as we pass it, it's a synonym for heroes. In the wake of the flood, however, the light came regarded with fear. The title used to not exist, but to far cry from the beginning. Wait, is that from the other original tale struck out between good and lighter? In time there was so that is probably a hero born from the doom. Kenan. Thus he became known as the few. I think I know this character. It's from an old Final Fantasy game. Other heroes appear who in a world of time became the core of an element. Plot thickens. Does it? That's what you know, the word also is only used in the source. So the manners in which individuals have earned it, many varied. Heroes have been honored still adequately. Nor do the customs show any sign of dying out, as you will have test. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really cannot be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let's imagine a man who is awakened with the echo and is able to hear silent voice, and he styles himself. Who does he style himself a warrior of light? Oh, being blessed with the echo does not make one a hero, and controversy, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. Such distinctions are immediate and masses, over whom they being used the title word of light and the word hero interchangeably. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other worlds, if crossing the rift was that easy. Especially about how out there, there's no one like you. Anyway, assuming that is true, there's no comment there behind it. During the assay will have worried with social light and with good must have injury. Perhaps it would be better if I excuse myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lessons on the Warrior of Light has justice. Are you alright? Holmes, did I not say something that you take care of them in the cabinet? You're too... Sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you... Darkness. And lighter. Depends on what you're aware of. My name is Hotel, and I want to help everyone. Please tell me what I have to do to be here. Hey! Inside Miss Kima would try to dispel the young lady. He's a little lighter. I'm done to the children at least then. That's over the book. This is committed, but my precious tomes. What do you mean? I asked you how but no one that fights with a sword all the time. I want to be the kind of fighter with potions, heals, and options. I'm going to help everyone in the Christian, in all Nordbond. I told there's a cabinet that should have lots of tomes of potions. And if it's so big, you don't have a faint idea where to begin. This way I'm going to look. Indeed, with treaties on ocean to result. I fear there many prove difficult for the young ones. Oh, darkness. Might you accompany what I caught in I guess, rather than tomes, especially learn to know about you. Not like a plan. It seems we're finished here, so we'll come with you. I know I'm really fast, but you're gonna be the front nigga. Yeah, I hope to take this will have to meet you. We're going to push the innovator. But I'm here with yeah, her high was that? We made her day. I see him, and he's or not. When we were dead, you must one so young, that shot will be. That's no. I have to find out the right quick and help us to the world like. Here, there's so many pictures that work, I can only praise it. Oh no, look at all the pictures so much. You wish to learn about medicine? That's right, I want to become the warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that's very noble if you aren't alone. No few words of infirmity yearns to venture forth as warrior of light. But ultimately, they all decided to pursue their dreams. Not why. Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The gods who placed themselves in harm's way to receive our essence would feel that we, in our very life, and younglings like you, for the future. It's not to be abandoned. You see, until difficulty though it was, they made the decision to remain. That means my dream is any good. You're the one of you, but it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, then the day will come our children may set forth a folk in every corner of the world. If we strive to that day, I hope that we can rely upon work as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not easy path, and you must work very hard. I'm not afraid of horror. I'll become the best hypocrisy ever, and just to watch. That's the spirit. With further ado, there must legendary potion ingredient. I would like you to collect it. Ingredient. Leave it to me. Though I cannot wonder if she'll be alright by herself. Apology, but would you mind accompanying her when you arrive at the sweet field? Speak of the woman named Grayson, and she'll point you in the right direction. I shall join you as the one who suggested the course of request. I will be sister in the first. And what about you two? You're coming along? So we do want to know but just not the same kind of weekly. You return, please teach us how to fight. Yes, right now I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to... You'll learn a lot from Alizé. Hard to say, but I seem to be in some kind of crap. We enter to your turn. We work busy and we... Many grown-ups who only diminish your sense of accomplishment. I'll stay here and talk to our friend. I assume one of Clement's grapes and it harbors them. Apologies, asking the young companion. Perhaps hand in hand. Another pick is too small and normal in consumption to make suitable for one. They are. As it turns out, the green still wants to harvest, so we're going to have to get that. This is whipping. They're fun. My stomach is turning. Very amazing. They say you become. They say we have enough between us. I'll be taking advantage. Can't wait to see what's going on with them. What made you want to become a part of the War of Light? Why, well, a while ago I felt sick with it and my body was burning up. I felt so weak I couldn't get out of bed. So traveling hypocrisy came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I ever tasted, but it made me better. It was so brave. I mean, she went on taking care of people even when they're in danger. I decided I want to help out just like her. I started brewing potions of grass and gave my friends. I didn't really know what I was doing, but if there was anything else I could do. And a neighbor told me he was going to become a War of Light. He would travel on helping people. I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. Out of curiosity, what do you neighbors do in the end? There, I was seeing him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. One of the guards awakened by the shower. He was trying to myself look information for one not unlike your. I hope her good example will spur you to realize your dream, and it will be one day as such lofty goals are reached through the hard works and persistence. So countless little acts of heroism like living grapes. Father, seem I've been laboring under a misapprehension. I've convinced myself that Elizabeth, who I thought to desire to become aware of light, within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow men abided with them from the first. Elizabeth did no more to give it a name. And he is so permanent. We must return to our own world along with the extra laboring tirelessly. I doubt nor about that way will be found. Yeah, I believe for us, when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elizabeth. Distance. After all, war has become a home for us, and our people alone. No such as vigorous, and hope to keep your admirers waiting. I promise. This is a script. I can't echo the agreement, but let me explain this. Oh, right, let me begin. Give me a tradition. They only made a simple step, but she won't forget the achievement. And step it. They require the 2 grapes to make vinegar, which will aid elf grass, and perhaps have herbs and very syrup. So it's basically sour. I doubt so. As part of studies, I may help just give Rick a little taste. Just finished helping, which will try not play for much of already the vampire pack guards as they become thing. I just need to handle the guards caught up for that moment, but they still find it doing the right thing. Didn't told you while you were away, celebration. One of the best, while the youngers wouldn't give you any support, bear in mind that they generally be watching. I should say, point of show, yes. That's how I want it, don't call me. I'll leave it to Lily's sister. Watch it too. I have to study, I'll stay here. Be careful out there. You always come back. There's enough to here. It says that the last we can fight on ice. Waiting for the darkness. Well, let's get started, shall we? As names such as vampire feed on blood, originally being a nocturnal creature, they've grown more active with the turn of night and becoming nuisance. Draw out, we use charming lures that will work by exploiting the heat. That also won't. So you would attract more if you place them lures behind the building. I have 6 swords, each of you. As proof of successful kill, I want you to gather the fangs and collect most of the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, that's not like one of the best in Kaiser. We will hunt for the bats. 2 of them will stay here with Rhina. She's really strong too and will keep you safe. So let the contest begin. Please. Not even one. The bats are under her leaves. Important to know your enemy. I thought the treatment might have some pain measure. I just feel weighted. Things not about how if I do say so myself. Still 5. Another goddamn god. Now, spare me a pay next time, will you? Certainly nice to the world of action. What are your impressions? Kill Mr. Bats were down before I knew it. Our gods are strong, but the world's end is so much stronger that Emily, you will fix the best. I want you to remember how you felt as you watched Kaiser. And train hard and keep it along, and you'll be strong too. Tell me when you decide that you want to become. We listed Albert up here, but I wanted to be strong before I came to Australia. TINIEST killed my father and my sister, and I promised to myself I'd learn to appreciate one day. Albert, this is our home, and we're the ones who protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up. What about you? To be honest, I'm not sure what I want to do. But if my friends are in trouble, I know I want to help them. And I want to go on an adventure with them and see the world together. It's a wonderful goal. You really think so? Hard to explain, but it's just something I felt when I saw the Star Shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost and I want to go out and find it. For the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourself. My listeners will never forget it. I understand how it actually feels. Thus I didn't awaken Highland's voice, but the vision of the final days of Amarby. It filled me with sadness to the very bit of being. Things I've only knew, people I once loved. I only made it feel as bad as were dense to the edges of my mind. But when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. And the effect of the fracture of soul I shouldn't doubt, but lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an acid mask. I just wish we knew that Elibis was plotting. But look at the pair of incurable brutals if we're going to stand around. Lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Mr. Ryan and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be... The two will remain firmly planted on the ground. Isaiah! No, I just not. This is this spell. Looks like I tried too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not worry. I'll see you soon. Upon Alice's words, you're taken back to Earth to revisit the scene of fateful meeting. Huh?
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
What the hell? I bid you welcome to the order. At a time you stand with us, at a time you will stand against us. All that you must do mankind, the very start you will conclude. For yours the seat is the seat of Elizabeth. The emissary by this name shall every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope. I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers. Who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you, body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Did you do the same thing?
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
There you go.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Sure. Like a dark spire strike.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
Alright. Go on.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
It's fine. I found you. It's determined not allowed to climb on. Come, let us have these run. The rest of the combination was wait. After Alice saw the children back as Briggerers. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission, and hear the shadow a little bit around him, only to lose sight of him near him. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumbled to the ground. Dragons are looking after him right now, and with Alfino standing by, just waiting. Since I could not ask anything help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard actually told me where to look. I cannot hear us easy, as in fact, my thanks for bringing the word to us. Come, let us speak. It appears everything's looking like, at least what we can. Your body's ill, not just Thancred. When we found you, we set the sentence off early than planned. They understood it. They dragged you here too, didn't they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. The episode was not really an injury I could find. Thancred eats there, however. This shows an instant ability. I think what I could calm the function. All this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time your giant at Gallantine went to his rescue. When the water charm failed, he was tired, and as were you when you got back. We both spent yesterday on the account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. Alize, there not like energy, but really isn't an old age, which leaves the likely one left between your body and soul is weakening further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To the end, may I trouble you to trip to the source? In addition of looking into our friend's body, I would have you consult crowds on about our planet. If we have any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address it. Anytime we should get back to laying bare Illiterate's plot. I've learned this much, that each of the places who have visited has been citing a suspicious black-class stranger, or the come of individuals have coincided with this dramatic misfortune. These terrorizing settlement, blight, ravaging crops, all of which rather convenient make Illiterate's call for the new heroes like more loudly in the hearts of audience. I think that the Black Avenger are Asians. I do. I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out there for a while. Maybe around you too can be prevailed upon to join in the efforts. He was already provided copious guidance on matters of spiritual vessel construction. His big looks I wrestle with the rest. I assure you, my spirit bot, my old boy. We may as well use him, but I'll go give him. We do no such thing. However, headless, you are not on your well-being. It cares all for Ryan's feelings. Just stay in bed. You are needed. Alvin and I will find Irina. We shall have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Kaiser. You cross it all the time, but please take care. At least when I'm not at rest and put my feet up, I'll be called like a brimstone nandarin. Hey, Tataru. I mean, awful timing. Your friends, they take a turn for the worse. Farrah hardly had a moment of rest last day. I didn't want everyone to worry, but so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a reception, but I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So the vessel will be ready soon, but they want to make sure there are no problems at the end. You better have to cry. The others in dawn and respite. Let's go and see her. Let's prepare yourself, Ryder. I got to finally go in this time. I'm only going this for a while now. Whoa.
Excuse us. This way.
Alright, this is very spooky.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
Lala game rollout. What I need to do? I made a few clothes, but when I wake up. First, these workers push their space, but our friends begin to falter, and they some have observed the link between body and soul as weakened. It's simply as fast. But now, I shall quell their factory, their soul, but only in a matter of time. We lose them, don't act soon. If the Treyarch is ready to attempt something like if we draw another like a wisdom, we do worse than consult. And I think I know just about time against us. Best if we go as solid as at present, even if it does mean leaving my patients. First, I'll make way to send our friends first. I see. I was wondering if you'll find this tempt and properly. I'll be in the kitchen. House plan. Meet me there. Oh, I shall see you soon. Either that or at the house. Sure. I'm gift of home cooking. Unlike Cry, I'll do much more than him directly. That doesn't mean I'll be idle. Now I'll do my best in order to take out this job. I hope in all the course, our culinary skills have come quite a bit, so I thought baking the oven as well as we should be along now. The bait to fetch even if I do. Your cake looks like bread. It is bread. It's not animal bread, but the old ward bread. Our actual loaf, to be precise. It's what they eat over in Charlian. Simply fair. I admit I thought it would remind of our friends of home. If nothing else, Crowd tells me it's a good source of ether, and I should lend them a bit of strength at least. There's truly nothing more smells than bread fresh from the oven. Well, and isn't that round roast too? Hey, it's you. It's been a while since I seen you. I trust you and quiet, no instruction to eat. Well, I'm glad I was to see you well. I confess I am long visit a question and ask. I'll endeavor to show the curiosity of the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of the certain allied technology. I have been keeping Rambo surprised at the events in the first. Suffice to say, he does know about the Exarch. If anyone alive could provide insight into the matter, it is him and his fellow son. Lost as I am, I disappoint you after so glorious endorsement. Memory traversed me that was the solely province of Allegan royalty. Its mechanism closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we'll have to find it. With I regret I have offered no solution. Which begs the question why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am, and to being rather brazy to ask a favor. Would you have relay a message to my comrade? Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those who remain behind have yet to play a part, but when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will, and the tower shall shine once as it began in this world and beyond. So tell him that we'll consider the duty alone, that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage his overexerting himself, or to encourage him for not holding back? That is for our friends to decide. Either way, a certain someone will be unimpressed. Well then, if you will be so this Rambo's message to Taru's bread to the interior recipient, along with a report, of course. Cryo, before I wrap this bed up, would you mind giving it a try just to make sure everything is... But of course, always happy to lend at my taste buds. Excuse me, Ambrose. As a fellow Charlie, may I trouble you for your opinion? Usually mine a good dollop of rolling gem, but I suppose plain is the best for sampling purpose. Yes. Oh, no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Taru. Dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so. The very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom, but our native cuisine, shall we say, is a little lacking. In Charlotte, the major regard of food is a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research culinary, we pay little heed to niceties of taste and texture. It was against the landscape that we called Archon Lo was born, a future Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily substance. In order to maximize nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter in the dough, all the various qualities which make bread enjoyable, the flavor that continues to defy description. Yes, no, it cannot be denied, but cater to the body needs. It's a quit audience. Why, when I was a lad, every meal I sent a sandwich was bread with whatever ingredients have its own. It's about every Archon could say the same. I've been away for a long haul and I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it's familiar to me. There is enough. Perhaps you can spare extra. You certainly will appreciate it. gonna go around. I'll be sure to wrap it up every. We deliver the loaf, making sure anyone is regards. Tell them we're doing fine, and we're praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Sounds like it makes everything. If I know, I'll cook something for you. But God knows you deserve a traitor. What the hell are you two doing here? Oh my god, I did not expect him to see him here. I thought for a second it was a minion, but no, it's them. And good, there is much discussed. Others. That was a journey. Full rice, only one can. Oh, Archon Love, how did you come by that? I swear, it came straight from Charlie, you know. Said that, didn't he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread. I appreciate the sentence. If we have a chance, you should tell him that he didn't worry that which I stick to. I do my own volition with my heart. I pursue this path. I will expect to earn the censure of our friends. Servit is gorgeous as did, and he will face with similar predicaments. So I ask you to face me. Oh, we were talking about a journey, but the truth ever right. I will. Oh, and the best I shall save for later. Though it's been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of tickets required to assume it, or how uncommonly they are to conversation. Oh, you still back.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so,
oh, he's like making like
to the aspiring warriors of light.
He's making like he's a dungeon master.
Quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Yeah.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects notably do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes, so far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your
He really
only
wants to do the whole life
stipulated
thing, yeah.
prohibition, as I
But it's
recall.
honorable.
And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Although not soon enough to warrant your waiting, the test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
What happened left with it? It's stupid, but I really never stopped to think of what would happen once the vessel fleet, and now there's no point. I hope the test only the but to be alive is to be driven by purpose and to be us driven family. My grandfather first decided to join Teosia. At least he did not take kindly to my silence and suggest, don't pretend to understand things you don't. He said, having often been the subject of her scorn, I propose to sympathize with the XIV. I do understand how she feels, better not now than I ever did, certainly. Hey. Sorry, I know it was trying to storm off like that, but probably to feel the way I do as well. I will speak with thee on the matter of XIV when we return to the source. Though we observe our friend speak non-uncertain, yet if has the right of it, it's possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. It is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the XIV soul should be successfully merged with that of its younger self. Though the process without complication for now, the XIV will be such experience. I also myself demonstrate the emerging of Albert. However, there exists infinity twixt the souls, yet there remains one embedded condition. Must hint in our recent travels, memories have essentially henceforth no one can change our friend, but I thought it only I can find new dungeons now, it's cool. I will probably just well, the extra will pour into his blood and sweat into his blood. I still have a lot, so we tend to our own. Dealing with Elizabeth and his minions. And so the matter alright. In our light of torment, you still should be left alone in Aether. My trouble to visit Kaiser is oh well. I think you should be saving it unless I won't collapse. Wait, shouldn't you still be collapsing soon? We leave the Ascians to us. Other than out of the way, we will tire to you more and then you still have finished formulating steps. I'd like you to join us. Bound by Aether, suggest you go to via yard hour there because let's be on our way. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I use the Koopa. You're a long way from home, Mughal, and that is from the Taro, isn't what it be? Arkanlof, doused. Why even turn him to transport to a time long past? Bread from another world, may I try some? Charles, thou say that I personally disagree with the concession. I do nonetheless advise thee temper thine exception. Wiser words have never truly been uttered. It is really dark in our dining home. I can attest that it was standard fate at the stadium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our pure hands. You really are unbearable snob sometimes, do you know that? We appreciate the gift. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return home. She's forced to see. Right, let's be off then. We can find a drink to wash down the bread. Yeah, I kinda saw it coming.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Reading the records again. You worry too much, Elizabeth. Dedication to your duties verges on obsession. Think some thought you would be ill-suited for the role, how wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside without my friend. The rains have ceased and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. It swells within me, empowers me.
That's the enemy, yeah.
Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so?
Explain.
I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
I'm here. I feel this place. I believe this remembered Amaranth. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your karma would see you there. Speak as if you're disappointed in me. Why? I'm your enemy and you're mine. Our goals are in conflict. We are fated to clash. Or had you hoped a faint sympathy and a false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light, then I will come to look on friend. Yet you have slaughtered my people, and you would tear down everything we have built. Let us change the cast of the trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. I do not crave, I crave remorse, or only justice. She looks funny in that chair. Rest assured, you know to defeat the enemy before you. First community, to whom your brilliant hero might encounter at the beginning of his fate tale. I believe I have the perfect subject. Lizzie, at least you understand the rules, thus. I understand your person. You simply destroy all who bear your way. But, thank you so much. Our story awaits. You know, thighs though. I miss those like legendary thighs. Following Ooh. Oh. I know he said sloppy, I just kinda killed him too fast. Vision. Leaving pressure upon perhaps maybe that is no matter. I've dealt with killing his NSA. No matter reasoning, bridge of different happiness by your reason make kind of balance by fate. I know you're willing to compromise, I believe you all but admit that I'm sure you have no intention of compromising mine. Heaven's sword, huh? Just as you were a bit. Hey, man. You can remember, don't worry. All men and women, each best in the land. And in the end, the hands of French was thin. Who's next? Nidhogg. You know what comes next. You put an end to Dragonsong War. 1,000 years of war has brought to its conclusion. Every end marks a new beginning of a hero such as there's only ever conflict. Stormblood. Oh, I guess I finally see Lise again. It's been a while. Remember, I dare say, an individual born who passes, and what are people in existence that are lost. Solid. And what's his name? Radiant Land Crossline Sumo. You know, I missed at least costume. You're gonna get a new.
I cannot fail.
I can put. Okay. No matter what, let's turn to the finale. Only fitting what you're doing, great. Fly Trump. Mission is the other system. In advance, second mission to let us try something different. Come. Press to show your strength. But show your own capable tool that which eminent conqueror is capable of. Which might require a fair measure. Compare what didn't like. Just to you myself, huh? Come on, show me what you can do. I may be real, but you do well not to underestimate me. Nice try. Did I do anything? Oh, I have my shield up. That's... yeah, I didn't take much damage. I have my answer. Uh,
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished?
hey, Stola.
My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal. The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
I locked the door. Eventful morning is not. This morning I have no idea how long I have been unconscious. Regardless, I am grateful that the efforts in Anna has borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot, and now then, see, the last humor once. We have much to share with our comrade Elizabeth's parting threat to Naz. But forgive me if we see my belongings do not accompany me. Here, I will retrieve them. Luckily, the Joshua you travel still lingers. I won't be long. Oh, what's this?